Hello and welcome to Thursday Friday Fever here on the Heart of Racing, your YouTube channel dedicated to the sport of horse racing. Now this is the first Thursday Friday Fever after last week's mishaps. However, we're going to make this a cracker. We're going to look through some of the racing news from the last couple of days. We're also going to have a look at today's and tomorrow's runners and see if there's anything we really like. Now let's start off with the racing news, and you know there's no bigger place to start than Kempston at the moment. Been discussed this week. The Racing Post from Wednesday, Kempton bombshell. I think you've seen this probably on my desk in the background on one of my vlogs. But Kempton closing down. I mentioned it in a few vlogs back. But 2021 is going to be closing down. The Jockey Club have announced for housing. That's what's going to be built on Kempton Park. And what a shame this is for the racing world. I know that a lot of the punters, they don't want Kempton to go. A lot of the public in the area, they don't want Kempton to go. And even the council there, some of the members of the council, they don't want Kempton to go. It just seems to be the Jockey Club at the moment. There is something on Twitter, I've seen it going around, and it's hashtag Save Kempton. And I think if enough people get behind this, maybe we can save Kempton. Maybe in 2021 we're still going to have a racecourse, a really strong racecourse. And it is one of the best. I know maybe the all-weather meetings don't get the big crowds, but the jumps meetings, there are some, you know, a lot of the trainers send some of their novices over to Kempton, and it's a great place for them to start. It's such an easy course, there's no uphill finish or anything like that. Kempton is a wonderful course, and if we can get behind it, we may be able to save Kempton. So save Kempton, everyone, that is our aim. Okay, moving on to some news that's come from America, and this is to do with the Pegasus World Cup, which is one of the big races out in America, and the battle, the horse war between Arrogate and California Chrome. And in the Breeders' Cup we saw it a few months back, Arrogate just getting his head in front of California Chrome just towards the line. The thing is, can California Chrome beat Arrogate, or can Arrogate do the same and beat California Chrome? We just don't know. What we know is Arrogate, he's missed his prep run in January, and he might just go to the Pegasus World Cup and that'll be it. So he hasn't got that run to his name. California Chrome, a consistent horse, a very strong horse, and I think personally California Chrome's going to get his nose in front. The thing is with Arrogate is that Arrogate is very, very, very much an improver, and I really do think it's going to be another battle. But just due to the experience, I think if Victor Espinoza can get the ride right on California Chrome, I think he's just going to edge it. But it's going to be an interesting battle later on at the end of the month. Moving on to a bit of exciting news to do with the Heart of Racing, and also a bit of exciting news for myself. We are going to be visiting Chris Gordon's stables in Winchester. Chris Gordon, a racehorse trainer. Usually you'd find his horses at Lingfield, Plumpton, Fontwell. They're his local courses. However, you do find his horses at some of the bigger meetings. I know at Ascot this weekend he's got a couple of runners there. Disputed, one of my favourite horses, runs around Fontwell regularly, so that's always one to watch. But good opportunity for us. We're going to go there, we'll hopefully get a few shots in, maybe meet the man himself and see if we can have a few words with him, but you will see that later in the month, so that's something to look forward to. Right, that's my only pick from UK and Ireland today. However, there is a meeting out in Meydan out in Dubai. What a stunning course this is. Go have a look at it online. It is phenomenal. Probably one of the most beautiful race courses in the world. I'd like to argue it's Goodwood, but that's only because I'm a member there. And Goodwood is also stunning, so if you do get a chance to go to Goodwood, please do. It is amazing. The views are phenomenal, so please do go there if you get the chance. Now, this horse that I'd like to talk about in the 450 at Meydan today is a horse called Flash Fire. Now, I watched this horse back in the summer at Goodwood in a handicap, and it came 17th out of 17 runners, and I thought, this isn't one of Godolphin's best hopes. However, I thought I'd back it a couple of weeks back at Meydan in one of their handicaps at 11-2, and you know, it's obviously like the travelling, it's obviously like Meydan, the hot weather out there, and it was impressive, it was very impressive. It's now in a smaller field than the 450 today, trained by Charlie Appleby and ridden by William Buick, who is one of my favourite flat jockeys. And in a smaller field, I do think it's going to go on and win that race. Jamie Spencer's got one in there for David Simcock. That could be an interesting runner, but I just don't think they're going to get to this Godolphin runner Flash Fire, and I can only think the horse is going to improve from now on. Right, now that is today's picks. However, let's move on to Friday's picks, and there's a good card at Chepstow tomorrow. And, you know, I said in the last vlog, and I'll say it again, Colin Tizzard is a man to follow. And I think tomorrow he could be the man to follow there at Chepstow. However, there is a horse in the in one of the races, the 320. It's a handicap chase called God's Me Judge for David Dennis. I absolutely love this horse. I've seen it run so many times. It's a distance winner, hasn't won on the course. However, I do think today could be a good chance. It's not at the top of the handicap, but this could be its chance to go on and win. So David Dennis's runner, God's Me Judge, in the 320 at Chepstow tomorrow. That is one to keep an eye on. Moving away from Chepstow and moving to Ireland now, we're going to go to Dundalk, an all-weather course. I'd love to go out and visit this course. I'd actually love to visit a course in Ireland, which I've never done, and I'm sure I will in the future. But the 6:30 at Dundalk is a handicap, and top of the weights in that handicap at the moment is Udigo, trained by Joseph O'Brien. For those of you who don't know who Joseph O'Brien is, he's the son of Aidan O'Brien. Aidan O'Brien, the best trainer out there at the moment. In terms of flat racing, last season he was just sending out winners for fun, and not just normal races. He was sending them out in the biggest races and winning them day in, day out almost. And this man here is his son. Joseph O'Brien used to ride for Aidan O'Brien, used to be his regular jockey. Just got that little bit too big and decided to go training. And he's actually made a decent start training. Most of his runners come over the jumps. However, on the flat courses, he seems to be doing quite well as well. And Udigo at the top of the weights, and that's 6:30 at Dundalk. One last time out, course and distance winner, and looks a solid shout. However, there is a horse in there. I think it's around 4th in the handicap, number 4 in the handicap, and that's Skeeping for Gordon Elliott. That also won last time out, and I do think Skeeping's in with a decent shout here. Maybe each way. We don't know the prices at the moment of these races, but there could be a couple of good each way shouts, especially if Udigo and Skeeping go up at big prices. So ones to look out for tomorrow. Right, that has been Thursday Friday Fever. Hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Thursday Friday Fever. We've had a look at the racing news, and we've also had a look at a couple of races over the next couple of days. And if you are having a bet and you do look at some of my picks and you like them myself, and you are having a bet, good luck to you, and I hope you make a little bit of money. Now, Saturday morning's vlog, we're going to have a look at Ascot's card for Saturday, Haydock's card for Saturday, and there's a couple of meetings out in Ireland on Sunday that I want to have a look at, and also there's a horse at Fontwell that I really like, and I'll tell you why. Especially if it runs, I'll have to have a look on the declaration to see if it's actually running, but at the moment it's on there. But if it doesn't run, I won't bother telling you. But if it does, it's a horse I really, really do like, so tune in on Saturday morning for that one. Monday's vlog, I'm actually at Ascot this Saturday, but Monday's vlog I'm going to be sharing up a video of my day at Ascot, and I'm hopefully going to be doing something a little bit different. We're not going to have a look at Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday racing. We're going to give those people who aren't into their racing, who don't know a bit about their racing but go to the races themselves, we're going to teach you something new. And when you go to the races, you'd often open up a race card and you'd pick out a name. That's how you do it, because you don't know what any of the information, any of the numbers mean on the race card. What we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to read a race card. So we're going to have a look, see whether it won last time out, where it finished 5 races back, who the trainer was, whether it's won on the course, whether it's won over the distance. We're going to teach you how to do that. So you're going to get couple of vlogs on Monday. You're going to get one of my day out at Ascot, and you're also going to get one looking at how to read a race card, and that is my aim. So if you are tuning in on Monday, you're going to get 2 vlogs there. So yay! But anyway, thanks for watching Thursday Friday Fever. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos. Give the video a like, go share on Twitter, go share on Facebook, and I don't know, tell your dad if you're a younger viewer, tell your dad or even your granddad that Heart of Racing is here, because they may be interested in the racing world. Like I said, I just want to get myself out there to the world, and I want to be talking about racing to the whole world. So thanks very much to all of you that have tuned in, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.